Hi, I'm Lex and welcome back to my D100 Project Pan. I basically use this as a filler project, so any sort of makeup item that I own gets put into a category and I pick one or two from each category to Project Pan. I call this the D100 Project Pan because I roll a 100-sided dice to pick a number between 1 and 100, and that's how many times I use each product. So let's get into a little update. Let's get the boring stuff out of the way first. I have two nail polishes that I've been using. One of these is the Avon Speed Dry in Express Mocha, and I've talked about this before because it looks like such a nice brown and I would love to wear this colour brown on my nails, but as soon as you put it on, it just looks black. And I don't need more black nail polish. I don't really wear black nail polish to work or anything, so it's just not the most usable. I originally rolled this in for 7 uses and I only have 1 use left before this can roll out. The other nail polish is this Mowbray in the shade 762, this kind of grey colour, and I rolled this in for 2 uses. I still have 1 use left on it, but again, it's nice and summery now, the weather's turning, and I don't want to be wearing boring greys. I'll see if I can get this 1 use done on maybe my toes or something, so I can get some new fun colours rolled in. My Z palette always seems to be in some kind of project, and it's a little bit dirty, but we'll ignore that. In this project I'm currently panning my 2 blushes. This is the more pinky blush and this rolled in for 96 uses. Going into June I have 63 uses still to go on this. It actually goes really well with any kind of warm toned blush because I'm not a cool toned person and I don't think cool toned blushes look good on me, but if I mix it up with another warm tone or I put a warm tone highlight, then it works really well and it looks more neutral. The other one is this red blush, more reddish colour, and this one is really nice. I really like it ever since I mixed all the colours together and repressed it. And this one has 4 uses left. I rolled it in for 26 initially. I've used it 22 times, so only 4 to go. As for highlights, this palette is also in quite a few projects at the moment. 2, I think. This is the W7 Prismatic Highlighting Palette for eyes and face. As I always say, this kind of looks like the Alchemist palette with like the transformative shades that could be used as like eyeshadow toppers and whatever. I've been using the pink shade in this project. Let's see if I can... There is a big dip in this side here because that's what I use as my inner corner highlight. And I had this rolled in for 28 uses. I have 15 uses left to go on this, so we'll see how long that takes. The other highlight I have is from my Cruella de Vil palette, and it is this 5th shade down here. As you can see again, there is in this top corner a bigger dip because that's where I get my inner corner highlight from. It does look really shiny, so it looks like there's almost pan, but there isn't just yet, as far as I can tell anyway. I rolled this in for 52 uses and I still have 40 uses left to go. It is a really nice cool tone, so it's very unique in colour, I guess, because I have a lot of just the same goldy warm tone highlights, so it's been nice to have some very different ones roll into this project. I have this little tester primer, and I don't know if you can see any difference in it from last time. I rolled it in for 94 uses initially, and I still have 65 uses left to go, so I think we'll make some really big progress on it in that time. Yeah, it's really nice. It's slightly mattifying and it has SPF 20 in it, which is just great for this kind of weather where it's like not super sunny, but I still need a little bit of SPF protection. This is my Dolce & Gabbana lip gloss in the shade Amethyst, and I think just because I've had it on its side, I can see a little bit of windowing, but I don't think it's going to come across on camera. And again, I don't love this shade. I rolled it in for 56 uses, and I still have 44 uses left to go before I can roll it out. But it's just not the most flattering colour. If it looked like it looks in the viewfinder right now, that would be incredible. But it's more purpley, and I find it's not opaque enough to look like a nice dark colour on its own. It just looks patchy and weird, and I don't like it, and I haven't found anything that this can go over the top of, so I'm not loving it. But I do use it occasionally. I've found that I quite like it mixed in with my pink lipstick, so that's how I've been using it at the moment, and I'll see if I can maybe use it up that way. Speaking of things I haven't really enjoyed, this is my Party Like a Flock Star palette from Benefit, and I've been using this lipstick shade called Party to the Pink, and it's just a little bit too light. If it was kind of clear looking, if it didn't look tinted, then I don't think I'd mind it so much. But the pink does come across a little bit, and it's just too light for my skin tone, my complexion. So again, I just have to mix it with something else for it to look good. I rolled that in for 83 uses, and I still have 77 uses left to go on it. Up next, a double whammy. I have two black liquid liners. I basically count these as one product in my collection because I use them for the same purpose, and I use them interchangeably because this one is a little bit easier to use, the one from Technic, but the one from Sunkissed doesn't smudge like this one does. So I just use them either or, it doesn't really matter. I rolled them in for 23 uses, and I still have 16 uses left to go, so I'm sure I'll be doing some nice winged eyeliner at some point. Then I have my La Rive Golden Dream, and last time I showed this, you could see a lot of the progress, but that was all my progress for May, so I don't know if you can see. There's been a pretty big jump from my last mark here to where I am now. I haven't marked it, but I will remember to do that later. But yeah, I've used this a lot. I rolled it in for 40 uses, used it 10 times, so I have 30 uses left to go. And most of those uses were during May. Now that it's sunny and summery, I'll be using it a lot more because whenever I have like my shoulders out or something a bit more low cut, then I spray myself down with glitter. I love being glittery. I have my perfume. This is the C2U Queen of the Night perfume, and I think this might be coming to an end soon. The packaging is really heavy anyway, but I don't think this sprays as well as it used to. I rolled it in for 56 uses, and I only have 10 uses left, so we'll see if I can get those 10 uses, or if this is maybe close to being done soon. I'd love to be able to see through it or to open it or anything, but I can't, and I'm trying my best. It's not the nicest scent in the world, so it's not like I'm that desperate to get every last bit of it out, but when I like to use things up, I want to do it properly, you know. Then I have my Mellows Beauty Candy Floss Body Mist, and this one hasn't had a very big jump. I've made a tiny little bit of movement here. I'll be able to make a new mark for sure. I haven't done that yet. I'll be able to make a new mark, but I can't say I've used this too much. It initially rolled in for 96 uses, and I still have 75 uses left to go, so it'll be in here for the long haul, especially now that I have another body mist I'm focusing on in another project. Next up, I have my teeny tiny little baby Avon sample of a lipstick. This is in the shade Wine with Everything, and it's a lovely colour. I really like it. I've enjoyed using it actually. I've only used it like once or twice in the past month, but I think now that I'm working on a lot of black eyeshadows and things like that, and darker colours, I'll be using this a lot more. Because I quite like it for a more, I don't know, edgy, gothic look. Whenever I do my makeup like that, which I I've not done for this channel yet. So I rolled this in for 76 uses. There's no way I'm going to be able to get 76 uses on this, but I still have 69 uses left to go, so hopefully this will be finished up before then. We'll see how it goes. For my bronzer, I have my PS Bronze Glow in the shade Fearless. Lid is broken as always. I can't say I've used this pretty much at all since it's rolled in. I rolled it in for 23 uses and it still has 20 left to go. I think until I'm done using my Chaos Bronzer in my 50 Shades of Black Project Pan, I won't be moving on to this yet, because I'd rather focus on that project, roll things out like forever, and then move back on to this project where I keep things rolling and I will always have a bronzer in this project. I had a lip balm that was aloe vera scented, and I rolled it in for 39 uses and I used it 39 times, so that rolled out. I'll pop a picture in if I can remember. But in its place I rolled in a peach lip balm, and this one rolled in for 32 uses. I still have to use it 17 times, but it got very smushed. I don't know how I did that. It just kind of like started coming off in a big chunk, and I've tried to use up as much of it as I can. I still have a little bit, quite a little bit left before I'm anywhere close to being done with this, but it's really nice. It's a really nice scent and I've really enjoyed using it. These aren't the most moisturising, but like they'll do for work when I'm like reapplying every hour anyway. I also have my hand cream. This is the False Acacia scent, and I rolled it in for 44 uses. I still have to use it 42 times because again I have 2 hand creams in my 50 Shades of Black that I want to use up, so this will probably again just be on the back burner for a little while. But I like it. I like the scent of it. It's a lot nicer than the other hand cream I was using. The one before, the one with the blue flowers on it. That one didn't smell very nice. This one smells lovely. And it's a lot more moisturising. It's not like watery. Last month I was still using my Technic Soft Focus powder, and this initially rolled in for 81 uses. I got it almost there. I think I only had like 3 or 4 uses left, but there was hardly no product in it by last month, so I ended up using all of it up, and in its place I rolled in basically some shades from my Second Glance palette. I used to use all of this top row mixed all together because there was a whiter shade, a yellowy shade, and a pinky shade, and I just used to mix them all together to use as a face powder. I rolled them all in, and I thought since I have this empty compact, I could just crush them all up and pop them in here. But it looked very cakey, but I think because they're more like coloured powders, they're not just translucent, it looked kind of bad. So I think I was just picking up too much product with them being loose powders. It didn't look good. So I instead repressed them into this old component, and it's powder. It doesn't look super clean, but it's so much nicer to use this way. Like when I use it like this, it actually works like it's supposed to and doesn't make me look really weird and ashy and powdery. So I have rolled those in for 5 uses only. I used them 4 times, so I only have 1 use left. And since I only have 1 use left, I already decided to roll in a new product, which is this brand new Finn and Jake press powder. I love Adventure Time, so when I saw the Adventure Time collection on SheGlam, I had to buy it. And this is brand new still. As you can see, it has like the whole pattern on it. I want to know how this works, if the pattern's just on the top or whatever. I guess we'll see. I'm looking forward to using this. I really want to start using all of my Adventure Time collection because none of it has been touched yet, and I'm so excited. And the packaging is really nice, and the products look really nice. I even have my little Jake in the background today. So yes, I'm excited. and I've rolled this in for 29 uses, so I'll be using it for basically a whole month. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!